Hey everyone, in this session we will understand inheritance in Python. Let's think a car manufacturer wants to design a new car. What they will do? Will they start from scratch? No, they will take the existing car design and add some new features to create a new car design. That means the features and functionalities of existing car will still be valid in the new car. However, new car will have some added features. Let's think a car has engine and wheels already and you can drive a car. These features are very common even in the new car you will be designing. However, you will add some more features like airbags and seat belt in your supercar design. Additionally, the supercar has a race behavior as well. That means you can drive a supercar very fast. The same thing is happening in case of inheritance. Inheritance is a process to create a new class by extending an existing class. So that means all the features and functionalities of existing class will still be there in the new class. However, some extended features will be present in the new class. Finally, it enhances the code reusability. Why? Because you don't have to rewrite the code which is already written in car class. You can only write the additional code within supercar and you can enjoy the existing features of car. Let's understand it with an example. Here we have created a class called car and initialized engine and wheels. We have also added a class method called drive. It has a simple print statement, drive at 50 kilometers per hour. We are well versed with this kind of class. In our previous session, we have understood how to write a class and create objects out of a class. If you are not aware of it, you can go to my previous video and watch it before watching this video. If you see the supercar class, we have added car within parenthesis. This is the way in which we can inherit existing class into a new class. The syntax is you have to write the class name within parenthesis. One more important point is if you see here we are passing engine, wheel, airbag and seat belt. All four properties here within init function. Among these properties, engine and wheel are coming from car class. Airbag and seat belt are the extended features of supercar. We will discuss about this super method later, but if you see here we are passing engine and wheel within another init method. This init method is basically referring to the car class init method. Super method is a built-in method in Python which calls the parent class. So after taking all these four parameters, we are passing engine and wheel to the existing init method written in car class, and other two properties airbag and seat belt are initialized here within the init method written within supercar. Additionally, we have added a new method called race. There is a simple print statement race at 250 kilometers per hour. By this, supercar will have all four properties and both the methods. Supercar will even have the drive method, though we have not defined it within supercar class. If we create an object of supercar and then call drive method of supercar, it will not throw an error. It is absolutely a valid syntax. Let's summarize whatever we have learned so far. We can create a new class on top of an existing class using inheritance. The benefit is the code we have already written within existing class, we don't have to rewrite again in the new class. So while creating a new car design, we are not starting from scratch. We are taking the existing car design and adding new features on top of it. What is the syntax? You have to write the parent class name within parentheses. Here car class is known as parent or superclass. Supercar will be child or subclass because we are taking properties from parent, which is nothing but class car, and that is the reason supercar will be child of car class. Let's go to PyCharm IDE to write code in order to understand inheritance in Python. In this source code, initially we have written only one class called car, and car class has engine and wheel. We have added a class method called drive. We can easily create an object out of this car class with 2-liter engine and 5 wheels, including the stepney or additional wheel, and we can access the properties easily using dot operator. Object dot property name will give us the value of this property. Similarly, we can call class method using object dot method name. This much we already understood in our previous session, how to write a class and create object out of. In this session, we will understand how to inherit a class into another class. Supercar is the new class we are creating on top of car class, and the syntax to write this in Python is using parenthesis we can write the parent class name. By this, Python interpreter will understand that I want to create a new class called supercar, which will also take all the properties and methods defined within car class. If you see here, within init method, we are taking engine, wheel and airbag. Engine and wheel were existing properties, whereas airbag is the extended property added in supercar. And that is the reason we can easily pass engine and wheel to the existing init method defined within car class. How can we do that? Using super built-in method. Super method calls the parent or super class proxy object. So basically it will call the constructor of the super class and initialize engine and wheel properties. However, as airbag is the new property, we have to initialize it within this constructor. We have also added a new method called race. As superclass is inherited from car class, all the methods defined within car class will also be present implicitly into supercar class. That means drive method, what has been defined within car class, will also be implicitly available within supercar class, though we have not defined it here. To validate this concept, we have created a supercar object and called drive method. Apparently, if you see here, there is no drive method defined within supercar class. However, as we have inherited supercar class from car class, the method defined within car class, which is nothing but drive, will be available implicitly. We can always call the same. Let's run this program to validate our understanding. Initially, we have created a car object with 2-liter of engine and 5 wheels. Whenever we are calling car object dot wheel, it is giving me 5 as its value. We can call drive method as well. It is printing drive at 50 kilometers per hour. Let's go to the child class of car class. Supercar object is an object of the child class. Here we are setting 4-liter of engine, 4 wheels as it is a supercar and 6 airbags. Whenever we are calling child object dot engine, engine is nothing but the property of the parent class. It is showing me 4-liter. We can also call the method defined within parent class using child object. As you can see, we have called drive method with the help of child object. Remember, we cannot use parent class object to call child class method. If you see here, race is a method which has been defined in child class and we are trying to call it with the parent class object. It's throwing an error. The error is car object has no attribute as race. So the methods and the properties which are defined within child class will only be accessed using child class object. However, the methods and the attributes which are defined in the parent class can be accessed with parent class object as well as child class object. Hope you have understood what is inheritance in Python. Thanks a lot for watching this video.